universe.
Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic, episode 52. We are here 52 weeks after. It was a leap year, so there was an extra week. 1 year anniversary is next week. We're going to go ahead and go over the NFL, the Battle of the Bays. Tampa Bay versus Green Bay. Tom Brady moves to a 10th Super Bowl record. I think the last one was even a record. The Buffalo Bills unfortunately succumb to the Super Bowl champs and the Kansas City Chiefs. And we're going to go ahead and get into what happened in those games. We're also going to go ahead and get into what happens next. And Aaron Rodgers. We'll get into that a little bit. We'll talk about the games that are coming up in the next 2 weeks. The big game, the Superb Owl, El Supertazón. You cannot call it the super stuff in advertising or anything because you will be sued. We're also going to go ahead and get into Chelsea at 2 a.m. here locally. Sack Liverpool. What the fuck? Lampard, Lampard is out. Tuchel in for Chelsea. Manchester United remains up top of the Premier League. FA, they knock out Liverpool. Liverpool have not won at Old Trafford in the FA Cup in over 100 years, apparently. We're also going to get into a loyal call out. A little bit of loyal. It's going to be fun. Liga MX, and we might even talk about something that's coming up that's probably going to be the biggest interview that we've had so far here on Two Balls and a Mic.
Probably.
And hopefully it does happen.
I really hope so, man. It's gonna be dope. Well, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to it later. Again, it's been what technically should be a year now, but next week is going to be.
I was driving here and I was like,
one day downtown.
I was like 52 episodes, 52. It's a fucking year already. I was like, is it a leap year? And it was.
It was a leap year.
Yeah.
But definitely, thank you for everybody who subscribed, liked. This is looking at the numbers. Not that we look at that, but we have to when we upload stuff. It's been our biggest month so far. The month's not over. We've had we've had the most listens across all platforms. There's been a lot of content. We just had yesterday Matt Wose from the 90th Minute Podcast. Check that out. We talk Man U. Finally have somebody to talk Man U with.
If you like FIFA conversations, some Ultimate Team, man, watch that
check it out. If you don't, check it out. Support. We still have hats rolling around. We only have a couple, so let us know. That's enough self-promotion. This was a intense week. By the way, we do have a special guest today. I don't know if you know this. Do you know we have a special guest?
I don't.
Oh, the wind. So if you guys hear...
That's what I was hearing right now?
Yeah, that's the wind.
Okay, I was like, did you have a video playing or something? I was about to lower this shit too.
That is the wind.
Holy shit, it sounded like someone was yelling.
It is.
La Llorona, güey. Ay,
güey. You got me guessing. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and start it off because the NFL is coming to a close.
Bro,
somehow
this season went by so fast.
Came and went so fast. We are at the Super Bowl.
We didn't even know we were going to have a season.
We didn't even know this. I mean, could you imagine how we were thirsted? We were just begging for a Super Bowl, NFL season, any type of sports, really. But here we are, 2 weeks away from going into Tampa Bay. But let's talk about the first game that happened. Let's not go ahead and go into a legal streaming website again. Man, I feel bad. We had the great Brenton Biddlecombe, super Bills fan. We had to get a Bills fan just because we needed to feel that energy. And
when else are you gonna have the Bills make it this far, man?
Congratulations to the Bills for making it this far. But wait, what was the first game? Oh, the Bucks.
Buccaneers. Yeah.
The Buccaneers, the Old Bays. Do you know what Old Bay is?
No, I don't.
Old Bay.
Enlighten me, please.
Old Bay seasoning. It's a Old Bay seasoning.
Okay.
But Old Bay because it was the
Grandpa Bowl.
The combined oldest quarterbacks in the NFC championship between Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. Discount double check. This game, man. It was a good game. Both games were amazing.
The thing is, everyone was rooting for Green Bay. Unless you're a really big Tom Brady fan.
Yeah.
'Cause I mean, who the fuck goes for the Buccaneers? At least around here, you know.
Honestly, I'm trying to look. If you are a Buccaneers or a Chiefs fan, let me know.
Like a legit
Like
fan.
legit. Like I think
fan.
I know one. But definitely, there's the wind.
Yeah.
Definitely want to make sure that your voice gets heard. For Kansas City, I might head down to Kansas City Barbecue in downtown across from the Hyatt.
Oh.
They're all KC, where that one scene in Top Gun was filmed. You ever watch Top Gun?
I have. Tom Cruise.
Oh, wow. That means I shouldn't be that impressed. Anyway, this game, man, it was a game for the taking for anybody, really. Anybody could have taken this game.
Wait, Tom Brady was just slinging it, dude. Like,
everywhere. Tom Brady finished the first quarter, first half with just monster numbers. If you want to go ahead and take a look at those monster numbers.
Look at his stat line at the end, though. If you look at it, it's very similar to what Jameis Winston would throw.
At the end of the game, he did throw for 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
So
had a 0 at the end of it. It's a 30 for 30.
How salty should Winston be?
But here's the thing.
They're rooting for Tom Brady, but they didn't root for him.
Well, I mean, if you're Tom Brady, you got him here. I don't think Winston would have put him here. It's
sure.
Almost the same team, except for Fournette and Gronk. Fournette did have a pretty good game in this game.
Yeah, I agree.
The Buccaneers, I mean, what a team. This team got hot at the end of the year and is now moving into the hottest they can be without Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown still didn't play.
Yeah.
And they managed to beat the number 1 seeded Packers. Packers yet again lose in the NFC Championship game for a second year in a row. Aaron Rodgers asked for some help, and he just didn't get it. The one guy too that just kept getting destroyed was King,
The cornerback.
the cornerback for the Packers.
The guy that's like number 2 in the league.
Yes, he just got destroyed by Brady. I'm trying to look for it because at the end of the first quarter, it was 11 seconds, 9 seconds. It was 14-10. Tom Brady moving into field goal range to the 40-yard line. See if I can do this. Boom, boom, boom.
Do what?
Switch it like that.
What did he do, man? What did he do? I know what he did, but I want to hear from you.
So the people on YouTube can actually watch. If you don't, if you just listen, we do sometimes show highlights. So this is that throw, Tom Brady, classic Brady, just throwing it up, heaving it up. Scott Miller, man, what a catch. This is what this team is doing. Again, to the number 1 seeded NFC team. It's scary.
It is.
Did you see? I had the Green Bay Packers moving forward.
I think I did too, actually.
Did you? It's right there. You can go ahead and check it.
No, in that one, I had Rams versus Saints.
Whoa, okay. Well, you did.
But then
that was so wrong.
After that, we changed it, and then I was like, I think Green Bay was going to take it. But I agree with you, man. It's just Tom Brady was just playing too good. And Aaron Rodgers, like you said, like he has no help. And he did say at the end of the game, how everybody's future is uncertain, including mine.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Pinche Cameron Brate.
Wait, like that was a good pass, honestly.
Devontae Adams was pretty affected down the middle. But again, if you had one, think about it. If instead of Equinemius St. Brown dropping that pass for a touchdown at the end of the third quarter, that would have changed stuff. Yeah. You had so many wide receivers in the draft. You could have had one. And that moves Equinemius St. Brown down. Granted, you don't know if everybody's going to be healthy. But yeah, it was sad. Rodgers tried. He had a better stat line, a much better stat line. There's not much you can do if you're Aaron Rodgers. You play MVP level football. You put your team in the same position that you were last year with no weapons. You have Devontae Adams, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That just wasn't it. In the first,
there was the one play at the end, though, towards the end, where he should have ran instead of throwing it.
Talking about running, I mean, what happened with Aaron Jones? Aaron Jones was just nowhere to be found. People were saying, hey, it was a chest injury, rib injury. We don't really know exactly what happened there, but you saw Aaron Jones in the sidelines. You can really tell. You can tell if a player's injured or if a player's just got sat down and benched. And he fumbled twice. It cost them, and that I think is the X factor in the first quarter, first half, as to why Tampa Bay just ran all over Green Bay. It was still a game. It was 28-23. Matt LaFleur was then put in a situation where he should have gone for the extra point. Had they gone for the extra point, Tampa Bay threw for an interception. There was enough time for there to be, two touchdowns. It was a 2-possession lead.
Yeah.
They missed this 2-point conversion. Instead of having the one point with the chip shot with Mason Crosby making it a 2-possession game, they miss it, making it a 3-possession game. So that's not good. Again, the Green Bay defense at the end of the day, they stepped it up, but it was just not enough. It just wasn't enough because you're playing against the greatest of all time. But yeah, there was a lot of silly quarterback play, silly interceptions. Did the best team win?
I think the best team won. Straight up, I think you gotta end up giving Aaron Rodgers more weapons, or he's gonna want to leave. And as we can see with Watson, if you just say you want to leave and start looking for contracts or like for a trade, it's gonna start happening. And I think that's gonna start changing the league a lot.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of player mobility happening, something you don't really see in the NFL, which is fine. I like trades. Look, Stephon Diggs in Buffalo, and that ended up working out. Not so much with like a Le'Veon Bell situation or a Melvin Gordon that just got screwed out of money by himself, by his own doing. Yeah. Kevin King.
See, I don't like it when they're able to just sit out and just be like, oh, well, you're not gonna trade me, I'm not gonna play.
Yeah, no, that's just bullshit. Like that. That's bullshit. That's what Joey Bosa did for when he got drafted. He was like, oh, I'm not gonna play. Ended up being worth it for both Bosas. Yeah. But again, Kevin King, who was the villain, then he became the hero because he did have that important interception. But then the villain again, he's just letting everything pass. Not a good day to be Kevin King.
What do you think of this? There's a lot of people. It's obviously the first time that a team's gonna play a Super Bowl in their home field.
Yes.
A lot of people talking shit or just saying, "Oh, I mean, the Rams played in the." What's it called? The Rose Bowl. It's just a couple miles off of the Coliseum. And then I think there was another team that played in Stanford. I think it was the 49ers maybe? No,
the 49ers played in Arizona. What do you mean?
There was another team that played in the Stanford Stadium, and their home stadium was just a couple miles. They're saying that it's pretty much the same thing as Tampa Bay playing in their stadium, but I think that's different, right? If you're not playing in your actual home stadium, even if it's just a couple miles down the road, it's not your stadium, right?
No, it's your stadium, 100%. Like it's your stadium. It's not the fucking ¿cómo se llaman? Santa Clarita fucking 49ers. It's not the fucking. Yeah. It's not gonna be the Irvine Clippers.
Okay, no,
it's not. But definitely a great NFC Championship game. It did go all the way down to the end. Mike Evans proved to be clutch. Godwin did his job. He did better than the past game, but still, this offense is scary because there was no Antonio Brown, and I don't think we're firing on all cylinders. The defense for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, though, is something to pay attention to as we watch it was a sliding first down, 31-26. Tom Brady going into his 10th Super Bowl.
The man's the GOAT. You can't deny it. You cannot deny he's the GOAT. And that's the thing. You either love it or you hate it. You see that they dropped another video on Twitter?
Oh, the Bad Boys?
Yeah.
For those of you that Bad Boys. For those of you that have not seen it, I should probably just go to Tom Brady's Instagram because that's where he
posts
that's where you can find Tom Brady stuff. Let's go ahead and do this.
And on the bottom of this, there you go.
Did I need to unmute the site? Why aren't you? Nope. All right. Well, it's probably for our best interest because it is. We're not following Tom Brady. For our best interest because it would be copyrighted music, right?
That is true, actually.
Right, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Right, Tom Brady. Anyway, they redid.
Dropped the video again.
They dropped the video. Him and Gronk coming from the airport. Look, San Luis Chivas. Yikes.
Oh, no.
Let's move out of there.
No. Oh man, but yeah, dude, Tom Brady and Gronkowski. What else can you say about this? It's like a dynamic duo. Dude.
Gronk did what he had to do. Look, Gronk last year was He was
winning
preparing
WWE titles,
to become WWE 24/7 champion and held gold. I mean, it's been a successful pandemic for Gronkowski, just doing what he wants to do, and he had a good play. He had a good catch and run. Vintage Gronkowski. But yeah, I mean, then there was the moment. Man, the wind is just like everywhere, man. It's crazy, man. People in hurricanes are just like, there was the moment at the end. Look, Tom Brady is not necessarily winning me over, but he's winning me over. At the end of the game, first thing he did, pero pinche madre sota de morro, güey.
¿Es un morro?
Sí, güey.
How old is he?
I don't care to know.
Like Madresota, like tall or?
I mean, okay, considering Tom, like last time I saw him was when he had I think the internet went out. Well, here we go. We can still record, so it's fine. But it's our special guest, the wind.
The wind, man.
If you're here in San Diego, you know exactly what we're talking about. For those of you that are not in San Diego and listen to us, thank you for listening to Two Balls and a Mic.
Well,
really,
we can
really,
still
really
talk
appreciate
about
that.
the next game as well.
Talking about the next game, because the next game was fireworks.
The prime time game, man. It was supposed to be a hell of a game. It didn't turn out to be such a hell of a game. I think this was a way better game to watch.
I think the first game, the NFC Championship game, was the better game.
Yeah.
But there was that second AFC game. At this point, at some point, it just seemed like, just finish the game.
Yeah,
just end it. Mm-hmm. The Buffalo Bills started hot, 9-0 in the first quarter. Great.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Questions were being thrown out. Is Mahomes okay? Is that toe doing all right? Was
McCall Hardman was so hard on himself mucking that punt.
So
this is where I give props to Tom Brady, man. There is a clip. I don't know if you can find it, but he goes, McCall Hardman muffs that punt, and then he goes to the sideline, and it's Travis Kelce trying to like hype him on, like, hey man, there's still a lot of plays in the game. You're gonna make a play, and then he sits down, he throws like a sweater over his head. He's just feeling down, and Mahomes was like, hey, look at me in the eyes, dude. Like, look at me. You're gonna make a play this game. Still got a lot of game. Come on, be us, be better, and this and that. That's where I give props to Mahomes. Why can't we hear the Instagram post?
Interesting. This is very interesting.
Anyways, I can tell you what they're telling him right here. Like he's just watching him. He's like, "Hey, welcome. Come on, Nicole. Look at me. Hey, look at me. Hey, we good. We good, dog. You gotta make a play this game. You gotta make a play this game. Let's go. Be us. We've been here. Be us." That's pretty close. Yeah, and then he makes that freaking 51-yard run.
He didn't say dog, but yeah, 100%. That's pretty much the gist of that conversation. But anyways, Nicole Hardman did end up having a pretty decent game.
Yeah.
At the end, his stat line read one touchdown, two touchdowns, one touchdown, 2 receptions, 4 yards, decent, but 1 touchdown, and he also had a 50-yard run.
And it was in that second quarter where they were completely dominant over the Bills, 21-3 on points on the second quarter. Like,
yeah, that's when they just turned it on. Like, it's like
they told the Bills, you know what? Like, we're the Chiefs. We're here to win it all. Like, so you guys had a great season, but we're still the Chiefs.
And they just destroyed them. I mean, I don't know. Like,
so it was. I think it was pretty easy for Kansas City, just considering they knew the Bills weren't gonna run the ball that much. So playing man to man, just covering everyone, just making sure your cornerbacks are marking each man correctly, and it was pretty difficult for Josh Allen. You can tell he was trying to throw to Diggs, and Diggs was just not open whatsoever.
Was just locked the fuck down.
And then you throw to Cole Beasley, you throw to John Brown. But I mean, them two is not gonna be enough. You need Diggs open. So the question is, what do you get Josh Allen next season to make him be more successful? Do you get him another receiver? You gotta definitely get him a running back, so they can start a run game going. I think you need to give him a top talent tight end.
A top talent tight end would be nice. It also would help if it is a blocking tight end.
I think they
it would help
try
the
to
run game.
trade for Sackerts.
Are you stealing my take? What the fuck?
They should.
I told you this, but yeah, I mean,
You
no.
told me this?
Yes, I told you this
When?
yesterday.
That the Bills should take Zach Ertz?
Yes,
When did you tell me that?
yesterday I told you.
That's a
oh,
lie.
they're gonna go ahead and do this,
That's
and
a
I'm like,
lie.
oh, they can take Zach Ertz, and then I'm like, no, never mind. I wanted to stay. This is how much attention.
Well, they
I'm
can get gold
very
there then.
upset.
They can get
I'm
gold there
very
then.
upset.
You guys have two really solid tight ends. Like, clearly, you don't need any of them.
What do you mean we don't need any? And Carson Wentz is gonna need his help.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. But anyways, I mean, just Tyreek Hill was playing phenomenal football, man.
Jesus Christ! Like where I
That
work,
70-yard.
where I work, the custodian just doesn't watch football, and was telling me, oh, that number 11 guy, number 10, that number 11 guy. Oh my God, he's so fat. He's just so fast. you just can't catch that guy. I'm like,
Straight up, that's true. It's true.
It's true. Like
Yeah.
that's yes.
He's playing tag against these kids, man, out in the field. He's legit playing tag. And he's just can't get tagged.
I mean, who out there is better at what Tyreek Hill does, being that X factor, and oh man,
I don't know.
Tyreek Hill is just it's what's gonna end up winning them another Super Bowl. Everything's going wrong right now. My mouse just died.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Here we go. There we go. There we
It's
go.
back.
Fucking win, bro. I'm telling you.
It's the
Fucking
wind, man.
Tyreek Hill, 9 receptions, 172 yards. No touchdowns, but they don't need him to be scoring touchdowns when you got somebody with a record season. The best season of a tight end ever.
Wow.
Travis Kelce, 2
Are you sure
touchdowns.
he's the tight end?
102 I don't even know what
Dude,
the fuck
he has
this fool is,
receiver
dude. Like,
numbers, dude. Like,
receiver numbers. Oh, man,
you
good
had-
at blocking.
You had to compare it. Is Travis Kelce one of the greatest tight ends we've seen? Is he up there with Antonio Gates?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Why is
cool.
that even a question? Yeah.
Oh, I'm just asking. Some people get offended when
No, I mean,
you put a young guy up there.
well, you can't deny it. Just like Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes right now.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, of
Patrick
course.
Mahomes is leading the NFL in regular season passer percentage, passer rating, and postseason passer rating.
Yeah, Josh Allen, who was close to catching up on the record of straight pass or like passes without an interception in postseason.
Man,
And
he had the one.
That pick.
He had the one.
Oh man, it was a tough game for Allen. I don't think he should be too hard on himself. It's his 30th year as a quarterback. The Bills are at their best right now, and I think next season they're still going to be dangerous.
No, 100%. But you gotta watch out because
this could potentially be the next year's AFC Championship again.
I can definitely see that. But at the same time, it's like, well, I don't think
We got
Baltimore's
records
going to do
after
anything.
records in this game.
I don't think. Yeah, there were. There was the record of here it was. I wrote it down. Kelsey getting the records.
It was Kelce and Hill both together were the first duo I think to get over 100 receiving yards.
And now that I saw what I wrote, the longest. Did you see
Field
this
goal?
call?
Yeah.
The offsetting penalties.
Oh, the fights.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
That's just, they're just
it
like
took
personal foul on
so
this guy,
long.
personal foul on this guy, personal foul on this guy. All this is upsetting.
Please play, please. So the audio, so the listeners, for the listeners. Hey man, this might just be a fucking safeguard at this point. I don't know why this stuff isn't playing right now, but like, this is weird. This is very weird. It's just not playing.
Yeah.
Why aren't you playing?
Seems to be having some internet difficulties, guys, but that ain't no problem for the Two Balls and the Mic podcast. We work through problems like this, guys.
I'm literally looking at, is YouTube down?
Yeah, because everything else is working.
All right, guess not. I guess it's something here. Any hoot, that was a thing. Jesus, I wish I could fucking play it. Experiencing interruptions? I found out why. Let's find out why. Video stream quality results for San Diego, California. Whoa. Hey, I mean, this is interesting. I mean, this is.
We're really showing this.
We're really showing this. I mean, this is fine. Cox Communication in San Diego. Everything went down. There's a dip. What this dip means, I don't know.
That's 3 a.m. though.
You're 3 a.m. All right. Well, fuck this. Fuck the internet. Cox Communication, you're fucking up right now.
Anyways, man, it was a big.
Yeah, it was a long call. It was the worst. The worst.
Started with Josh Allen just throwing the ball at the guy's helmet.
Que pedo con Josh Allen, and Josh Allen showing flashes in the first half of.
He kept getting sacked.
He kept getting like big sacks, like not just like a little sacks, like big sacks. Like
I think the pressure definitely got him. First AFC Championship game. I mean, it's fine. Again, if you're a Bills, I don't think it's anything to worry about. I mean, you were hoping for this year to be the year you got to the Super Bowl, but at the end of the day, he's a third-year quarterback. He's only gonna get better. He's bound to be another 10 years in the league. I think Josh Allen wins an MVP and gets a Super Bowl maybe in around year 6 or 7.
Oh, and let's mention, fucking today it came out. Cole Beasley broke his goddamn leg and played on it.
That's insane.
Fibula
it's insane.
Was broken, and he played through it.
This guy put on the field, dude. It's incredible. Like on a broken leg.
Wait. I have
the fuck is this, Madden? Like, dude.
Please tell me you're talking about the clip that I think you're talking about.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Fuck you, Gumby.
Oh man.
Wow.
The guy's just grabbing his leg.
I love that clip. Man.
Broken fibula.
Over to see those Bills fans, man. Like, it hurts. It hurts.
See the picture of Stephon Diggs just watching them celebrate?
Yes.
You stayed after, watched them celebrate. I think Bills Mafia still appreciates this team. And that's what's cool about this team. They've been loyal for so many years.
Yeah, man. We had a Brenton.
They're gonna appreciate this.
Yeah, they made it to the AFC Championship game. It's nothing to scoff at. They win the division the first time since fucking 90s.
Like, dude, okay, like you can tell me Josh Allen is a roller coaster quarterback where he has really good games and he has horrible. I don't even think his horrible games are that horrible compared to other quarterbacks. They went 13-3. They made it to the AFC Championship. Dude, this quarterback's going to be elite. If he's already elite, he's going to be in the elite of elites.
He has that postulate right now. And unless Bill Belichick does something completely just Bill Belichick-ish, it's just not going to... It's just not gonna change, I think. And I think the Bills are gonna stay. We're looking at the Bills coming in 3 a.m., 15 degrees. Bills Mafia still showed up from the official Buffalo Bills account. Man, they love their team, man. Like that's a good football city. That's a great football city.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know. You kept saying you were like, like a great football city.
I mean, do you not agree?
I do. They probably have the greatest fan base.
There we go.
I thought you were gonna keep talking.
So many people I saw fucking die as well. Just like that missed the flaming tables, that broke their legs. God bless you, Bills Mafia. You guys are what make football fun. But man, I really wanted I wanted them to win and defeat. It was set. They were supposed to beat Tom Brady.
Yeah, after many years of hating that, that's why I was hoping for. But at the end of the day, you do have another great storyline. Like I think you said, the passing of the baton. It was either you or my dad.
That was definitely me.
Okay.
Passing the baton onto
from one goat to a young goat. From
the
goat to a little goat.
Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes. Tom Brady has been in playoffs the entirety of Patrick Mahomes' life. Like it's insane. That run he has, and man, like, who do you think is winning?
Oh, we're making predictions.
Are we? No, we're not.
No, I say we save it for next week.
Yeah, there's a week. There's a week cushion. There's no need.
Because you never know what could happen in this freaking week. You never know.
Especially with like COVIDs and stuff. Again, they can extend it. They can move it. Yeah, the fibula guy's out.
I'm gonna hold my pick and pick in the next episode.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and save our picks for the next episode. I'm trying to make this work because there is some very, very important stuff that needs to be heard later on in this episode.
Well, for you. Very
much for me.
For you. So, I mean, we have this picture on here that says some QBs whose futures are in question. And this list is actually pretty big. Pretty big names on there. First up, of course, we have Deshaun Watson, who we haven't really talked about. Deshaun Watson, man. The man, he is on his way out of the Texans. And he's forcing that thing to happen.
Yeah, no, he's forcing it, and it's gonna happen. He's gonna make it happen. Like,
yeah.
What would I see? I feel bad for the city of Houston. City of Houston lost James Harden. City of Houston just lost George Springer from the Astros over to Toronto. Now they're gonna lose Deshaun Watson. Houston is just not. It's just not the place to be for sports right now. But you want to go down the line of who else is on?
So we got Aaron Rodgers, who's nothing official yet, but he did say that everybody's future is uncertain, including mine. And I feel like that's a little like, Messi when he loses like the Copa America, he's like, I'm retiring from Argentina.
So Pancho. You think it's a Pancho.
Yeah, Pancho. It's like a distraction. So then don't talk about me losing. Talk about me maybe leaving. And then a couple weeks later, a month later, no, I'm still good. I'm staying here. Or him trying to leave during the summer and then staying and then saying, oh, everything's good now. So it's a little panchito that he's throwing just for people in the media to avoid talking about his loss.
You're going to do me a favor and talk about the rest of the quarterbacks because I'm going to go ahead and get some audio set from my laptop.
Go for it, man. And then we have Matthew Stafford, who apparently is officially parting ways from the Lions, the mad genius. If you are the Indianapolis Colts, you are lights out excited right now. Tell me why you wouldn't be excited if you're in the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, man.
Big Manny just retired.
I hate.
Why? Was this another one of your takes?
No, because a take that you took? No, because the way you said Indianapolis straight up was funny.
Indianapolis?
Sorry. Like, you'll listen back to it.
Indianapolis.
That's
man.
Definitely not how you said it.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry, but
so okay, the Colts. They're gonna get. If you get Stafford, the Colts are Super Bowl contenders. Because Stafford is no joke. Like you said it before, he is a really good quarterback who's had the shittiest of luck.
The shittiest of luck.
So, I mean, watch out with Matthew Stafford making a comeback season. You got Dak Prescott returning from a broken leg. Is he going to start for the Cowboys? Is he going to get traded somewhere else? What's going to happen? We don't know. These future is uncertain.
I think that Dak is going to get paid. Thank God.
You think Dak's going to get paid?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he's going to get paid, and I think it's going to be Jerry just being, hey, sorry, son. Here you go. It's not going to be as much as he wanted to.
And this time he's going to take it. He's like, okay, I don't want to get injured again and not have a chance to take my money.
It's funny when he has bed commercials, Dak Prescott. And I've
never seen them.
They switched it from, hey, like, I need my rest because I'm an NFL quarterback, da-da-da-da-da. And, like, they have these two random, like, attendants, like, oh, wow, like, how are you sleeping so well? And then they changed it to, like, hey, Dak, how is recovery going?
Oh, shit. Damn. All right. And then we got Sam Darnold. Again, the Jets have the number 2 pick. Will they go for Justin Fields? Will they go somewhere else and keep Sam Darnold? His future is uncertain for sure. We got Carson Wentz, who... Doug Peterson said he was the guy for the Eagles in the future, but Doug Peterson is no longer there for the Eagles. So again, head coach. What was the head coach that you guys are bringing in? What's his name?
Sirianni. Sirianni is gonna.
Has he said anything
quarterback?
About
I mean, I just speak based on who the type of coach he is, the type of quarterback whisperer type thing. He's there to fix Wentz, okay. And that pretty much means, like, the fact that we hired Sirianni pretty much means that Wentz is staying. What we're going to do with Jalen Hurts, I don't know what's going to happen.
I'm surprised Jalen Hurts is not even on this list either. But okay, after
it's a backup
Carson Wentz,
quarterback,
you
that's
got
why.
you got Jared Goff.
That's
whose
your
future
boy.
is uncertain. You paid the guy big bucks. You're trying to trade him to get Deshaun Watson. That's the goal, at least for the Rams. They're supposedly going to offer him and 3 first-rounders, which is a lot to give up for Watson. Is it worth it?
Yes.
I think it is.
Deshaun
I think you get
lights
Deshaun
it
Watson
up.
with the Rams, the same team that the Rams are right now, and you have a Super Bowl contender team. I think out of those years that you would have Watson, you have to win at least 1 Super Bowl.
Man, I think so, man. I think that's a good. You know, it's gonna start happening a trend. Home game Super Bowls.
Oh wow,
that's gonna start being a trend. The incoming Super Bowl whatever is gonna have monster money, monster cap space, and I could see the Rams just getting just
especially at SoFi Stadium. Then you got Jimmy G, future uncertain with the 49ers. I think they're gonna end up sticking with Jimmy G if he's healthy. I think they were playing well with his 10 throws per game. Other than that, I don't see the 49ers doing much or even making moves for quarterback.
You know who they're saying it might replace Jimmy G?
Who?
The University of California. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
Aaron Rodgers is a California boy, a NorCal boy.
Wow.
So I mean that can be interesting heading into that next year. I mean, Cam Newton, I think he's done. Teddy Bridgewater, you know, like he played as hard as he could for what the Carolina Panthers are
I think he's
poised
gonna
to
stay
do.
another season there.
I could see him staying. What the fuck is happening with Trubisky? ¿Quién sabe?
Motherfucker's either the best starter ever or the best bench or the worst bench. I don't know.
According to Nickelodeon audience, he's the best damn player to ever grace the football field. Jameis Winston, famous Jameis, who's just watching his whole team go into the Super Bowl, a home Super Bowl, first home Super Bowl in history. By the way,
I think he's waiting. My bad. He's waiting whether Drew Brees is going to retire or not, because he's kind of hoping.
He is. Drew Brees is going to retire.
Yeah, he has to. But the question is, do you keep Winston or do you go with Hill?
Who did he say to? Like, this is your team now, Drew Brees? I think he said it's to Winston. At the end of that game,
because he's not a bad quarterback.
He's not. Look, if we're looking at the average, Tom Brady,
give him a chance. He fixed his eyesight.
True.
And we haven't seen that.
Very true. Last time we saw Jameis Winston, he threw for a 57-yard touchdown.
Look at Drew Brees. Look at Drew Brees when he was with the Chargers. I mean, I clearly didn't see football back then. But with the Chargers, apparently he was a bad quarterback. And then he had shoulder surgery. He got traded to the Saints and started slinging the ball after shoulder surgery.
He was an all right quarterback. Right,
but after shoulder surgery, went to the Saints, started slinging the ball. Am I right?
Yeah.
Same thing could potentially happen to Winston. Eyesight surgery. He can see better now.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. Give the man a chance.
Ryan
Fitzpatrick. Fitzmagic.
I don't know. Wherever the fuck Ryan Fitzpatrick is. Ryan Fitzpatrick should start the XFL with The Rock. That should be like the first round pick. Everybody, all-time quarterback for every single franchise team. You know what, Fitzpatrick? I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with all-time quarterback Fitzpatrick. Then you also have Alex Smith. Just retire, bro. Please. I don't want to have to
bless him.
I don't want to have to pray for your leg every single one. Again, Big Ben. You had Philly Rivers retire.
It's time, man. Like you don't got much left, man. I don't know. I think you just
Deshaun Watson to Pittsburgh would be nasty, though.
I mean, Pittsburgh did sign Dwayne Haskins.
Fuck. Pinche legendario as Dwayne Haskins, bro. Of course. I
mean, that tells you something, right?
Pinche legendario, bro. But yeah, so that's what we have.
Win.
That's what we have.
NFL
wise, for this week. Thank you for everybody.
We only had 2 games.
Yeah, exactly. There was a lot to talk about in these 2 games, but there's going to be a lot more discussion throughout this week into next week, where we'll have our Super Bowl predictions. We're also going to do some NFL awards, pretty much our version of Rookie of the Years, Water Boy of the Season. I don't fucking know. We'll figure it out. And we'll also talk about some coaching hires that happened. Did you see? Oh, no. See, no. We have to. We cannot.
We cannot what?
Did you see the Lions' new head coach press conference?
I did not actually.
So
wait, I think I saw a meme of it.
So pretty much, this is. Let's see. Please work. Please fucking work.
This is Dan Campbell, new head coach for you guys, man. I'm ready to get going. I'm excited, and we're gonna put Motown back on the map.
I did see this. Yeah.
So this guy is a fucking lunatic. He is a lunatic. I say this with all love, but holy shit, this guy is insane. I'm like a mess right now.
You are. You're like moving everything.
I don't know what's going on. It's
the cold, man. You're
I don't know.
used to
Like
the cold.
this. All right. Anyways,
the windy cold.
Yeah. So, fuck, man.
It's been bruised, and
Just listen.
I can sit up here and give you coach speak all day long. I can give you, hey, we're going to win this many games. I can't. None of that matters, and you guys don't want to hear it anyway. You've had enough of that. So, excuse my language.
He said shit.
All right. Here's what I do know.
Wow.
Is that this team is going to take on the identity of this city. All right. And this city's been down, and it's found a way to get up. All right. It's found a way to overcome adversity.
All right.
All right.
Sure.
So this team's going to be built on, we're going to kick you in the teeth. All right. And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. All right. And we're going to stand up. And then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down. All right. And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap, and we're going to get up. And then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
That's a lot of kneecaps, buddy.
That's
all. You have no quarterback.
Literally
you have a
all
city.
the
You're in a
kneecaps.
city that like brings more buildings down there. You get first downs.
Wow.
Oh man.
Historically accurate. I as terrible as it sounds.
You like that?
It is historically accurate what you just said.
Yeah, it is.
But before we move into soccer real quick, let me just throw this in there. Obviously, I'm a bigger baseball fan than you are.
Can't believe this hurt so much, dude.
Okay, that's just offensive.
Like,
so
no,
just stop.
It did,
stop,
man.
Stop.
A legend of the
I'm
game.
saving you
A legend of the game.
from yourself.
No, it did hurt. It did hurt.
You know what's crazy about it? I don't want to get into like conspiracies and stuff, but they made a whole thing, unfortunately, with Hank Aaron, obviously who passed by. Jeez, fuck, now I'm the bad one. Who passed on to a different. Anyway, he passed away. Legend of the game, Hank Aaron. Pretty much, I told you too. I told you like, hey, he's the Maradona of baseball.
Which I already knew.
And then sure, and then you came up with like, oh, like so he did all the drugs. I'm like, no, like I meant like, just in reverence and how greatness wise in baseball. The biggest record he broke, right?
Of course.
What was it? I just moved it away.
Just let me know. Most hits.
It's a type of hit.
Most home runs.
Since
Babe Ruth.
Wow. Damn. Look at you.
Was I right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
This was a game where he did end up breaking the record. He matched the record of 714 in the opening game of this season. But then he was playing against your Dodgers. So the voice that you're hearing is the only redeemable quality of the Dodgers ever is Vin Scully, the old announcer.
I remember.
Yes. So it's one of the greatest sports calls of all time too. Wrong.
Aaron waiting, the outfield deep and straight away. Fastball is a high drive into deep left center field. Buckner goes back to the fence. It is gone.
got people running up to him. $715 home runs. Who the fuck these people are? Without a uniform on the field? Quién sabe.
What a marvelous moment.
We should find out and invite him over.
What a marvelous moment for Atlanta and the state of Georgia. What a marvelous moment for the country and the world.
You don't hear that much of
A
it.
black man is getting a standing ovation in the Deep South for breaking a record of an all-time baseball idol. And it is a great moment for all of us, and particularly for Henry Aaron, who was met at home plate not only
by his mom. One of the greatest sports.
You don't hear that. You don't hear that very much often for Atlanta nowadays in sports.
Standing up for. Oh, geez, yes, yeah, you don't.
Like
I mean, that's why it was so big. Look,
yeah.
like this was.
I'm sorry, but Atlanta is probably the worst luck in sports.
1974. It was quite a while back. So he ended up having obviously the most home runs of all time. Then broken by Barry Bonds, juiced. So that's kind of there. But no, like Henry Aaron, Hank Aaron had a tough upbringing from Mobile, Alabama. So ya te imaginas, güey. Ya te imaginas, güey.
I bet.
What
year was this in?
This 1974.
Wow. Yeah. A lot of races.
So
a lot of races still back then.
And
still
now.
today.
Anyway, let's not get into that.
Yeah.
Because Phillip Rivers lives around there. Moving into the soccer world, I think it is important to talk, and I think we're gonna do this every time since it's only fair, since Manchester United is in first place, until it's not, or until Chelsea gets back in there, it's proper for you to. Manchester United remains in first place, but it wasn't the Premier League that made the headlines this week. It was...
We knocked Liverpool out of the fourth round in the FA Cup. Really good game. This game was a redemption from last week or 2 weeks ago, where the game was not 0-0 against Liverpool. Mm-hmm. This was a way better, more entertaining game. It was a 3-2 win for Manchester United. First, Salah ended up scoring in the 18th minute.
Who came back, who wasn't there in the 0-0 in the Premier League.
He was.
He wasn't.
He wasn't?
No, regresó.
Oh, interesting. Anyways, we didn't start Bruno Fernandes, so. And then they didn't start Sané, which is fine. Anyways, Cavani started. Cavani had a hell of a game.
Look, Cavani is very underrated. Obviously a lot of the attention is
like there's a role player.
100%. He's dangerous when he needs to be dangerous. You had that header that hit the post before it was 3-2, was tied. Just Cavani's just that presence, that target man where Bruno Fernandes.
It was 3-2 already.
It was 3-2 already, right?
It would have sealed the deal.
It would have sealed it, and you guys definitely didn't need it.
But then, man, it was first half and then 1-1. And then Man U took the lead right off the start in the second half. Literally 2 minutes after, or like 10 minutes after, Salah scores the second one. Pretty good play from Liverpool.
Yeah, we were talking about it with Wos, how he bought a Greenwood jersey, and if he's overrated. And look, he scores in the 26th minute.
Great pass from Rashford.
Great pass. Pinche pasesote de Rashford. Man, fuck, I wish I can...
Show the clips. Yeah, I know. And then Bruno Fernandes came in around the 70th minute.
Changed the game.
Silly foul from Fabinho outside the box.
Yeah.
What's perfect for this moment that Bruno Fernandes had was it's against Klopp. Klopp has been calling out Bruno Fernandes on scoring a lot of penalties. And Bruno said, all right, I won't score a penalty. Scores a free kick instead against Alisson. Which, by the way, I'm a little upset they started Alisson. Come on, give your second goalkeeper a chance to play. But, what can you expect from a team in third place in the league? Not much.
Malditos creídos, güey.
Not much.
You guys You guys
fourth place. Liverpool's in fourth
came
place.
through. In that second half, in the beginning of the second half, you guys couldn't come out of your own third to save your life. Pogba was losing the ball. Pogba kept moving forward.
A hell of a game.
He had a hell of a game, but at the second, he kept losing the ball. They kept doing silly mistakes. Couldn't come out of the back, reventándola, getting it out as far as possible. That was
the second goal. That was a mistake.
They calmed down.
This is why I hate the short passing into the box. I don't like it.
I know you seems to fucking like it. I hate it.
I don't like it because it leads to silly mistakes like that. Cavani did end up fucking up there. Obviously, here's the sad reality of Manchester United right now. We're in first in the league, but everyone treats us like we don't deserve to be there. And sometimes based on our play style, I sometimes see why.
Yeah, because it's so fucking gross. It's disgusting. It's broken.
It's not broken. It's not broken. You need to understand it. That's the thing. You don't understand it. You want Man U to play this perfect football like Bayern Munich and Liverpool have. You got to remember, Man U's still on the process of rebuilding. Ole is fixing it. Ole is literally, if you got to give props to Ole where it's due, he is fixing Man United so far. To the point where they were literally last year or 2 years ago. Like, yes, they didn't make Champions League round of 16, but they're in first on the table. They just knocked Liverpool out. They have a good chance at the FA Cup.
Yeah.
If anything, their biggest rival right now is probably Manchester City, who's playing great soccer as well.
Man, guess who's second in the league?
Man City.
Man City. So that's
the game behind, still only 2 points. So if they were to win the next game to catch up, they'd technically be in first.
And I think this is the next round of the FA Cup, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so, obvio, that same day, mi pinche, super Frankie Lampard, le ganó al Lufton?
You guys played yesterday?
Luton Town. Yes, we played yesterday.
It's funny because you guys win 3-1 and then he gets sacked.
Yeah. Don't.
That's crazy.
It makes me sad.
That's crazy. You want to talk about that a little bit?
The FA Cup. Chelsea wins 3-1 against Luton Town. Just a great, world-beating town. Luton Town 3-1.
Go to the game real quick. Go up a little bit. The Wolves game.
Oh, pinche Wolves. See, way.
Did you see that team? Chorley or however you pronounce them. They lost, right? They're not even a second division team. I think they're third or fourth division.
They don't fucking have a logo on Google.
That's how bad they are. But they made it this far against Wolves.
Yeah.
And they started singing Adele's the Never Mind, I'll Find
Someone Like You
in the locker room all together. It was the perfect moment with the whole team. Like it was honestly, it was hilarious. Just because they know it's like getting there was like playing a final. Honestly.
Yeah. No. And you play against those big teams, and hopefully here in San Diego, this happens with Open Cup, where you see teams like San Diego Loyal go up against the mighty LA Galaxy 1.
Yeah.
But no, like that's really cool to see. And usually it's those shitty little teams. That's why I was nervous. Like, look, Frank Lampard could have just lost that game.
I was like, what happened to Bayern Munich?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's part of it. That's why they play the cups.
Arsenal lost against Southampton.
Pinche Arsenal no levanta, güey. And I guess Crawley Town. Let's see. Crawley Town Insights. The home side has won both previous meetings between Bournemouth and Crawley. Sure. I've never heard of that team. But the fifth round of the FA Cup, Everton versus Tottenham, Wolves, Southampton, Swansea, Man City, Leicester,
Man U, West Ham.
West Ham is going to be good. Burnley to be determined, but it's probably going to be Bournemouth. Manchester United against West Ham. He's the Sheffield, Bristol, and then barn burner here. Chelsea estrenando coach against Barnsley.
I mean, Tuchel's first game for Chelsea.
Yes.
It's going to be on Wednesday.
So this happened.
That's not a tweet. That's funny.
This tweet is at 2:18 a.m. And I had already been stewing for a little bit. I didn't know. I didn't think. I didn't want to believe. But it happened. 2 a.m. It was crazy because, like, this is what shocked me. Like, Frankie Lampard is my favorite player of all time. All time.
We both looked at that.
All time. But decisions were made by the great and powerful oil tycoon Roman Abramovich, as he typically does. And this move doesn't really shock me because this is what Abramovich does. He just doesn't like the way things are going and is very impatient. He says, here's the door. I don't care if you're Mourinho. I don't care if you're Ancelotti. I don't care if you're Benitez. I don't care if you're Frank Lampard. I don't care if you're Sarri. I don't care if you're Conte. I don't care if you're... Listen, all these managers, at some point, except for Lampard, won some silverware. Di Matteo. I mean, the amount of managers that we've had between Mourinho 1 and Mourinho 2 and then Mourinho 2 to now it's insane. Like, you guys had 3 Mourinho, Estevato, Ole, David Moyes.
We had Moyes after,
and Van Gaal.
Moyes right after. Then we had Van Gaal. Then we had Mourinho, and now we have Ole.
But anyway, since I'm so emotionally connected,
and we had Ryan Giggs for a little bit.
He should have been. I would have been. If this success was with Ryan Giggs, I would like it more. Just because he seems like he knows more.
What's wrong with Ole?
I do not like Ole.
Professional soccer. He knows what he's doing.
I fucking guess.
He played for Man U. He knows what he's doing. Give him a chance. I was hesitant at first, but right now, you know what? I'm kind of sold on Ole. I like what he's doing. I like where the team's at. We're heading into the right direction.
But at 2 a.m. I just woke up. Like
randomly woke up?
I mean...
Or you kind of...
No, I just woke up. And
like you wake up at that time, go take a piss or something? Or?
No, not even. It's usually... It's either at midnight or I just hold it up until 5 a.m. But 2 a.m. I just... Boom.
So you can hold it at night.
Yes, probably very bad for you. But if I need to go, I'll go. If you guys need to go, just go.
Get a bucket in your room or something,
or walk to the bathroom.
I'm just saying, out to you.
I walk. Outside. Oh, my room's outside.
Cold.
Bro. I've been doing this for 11 years.
Damn, dude.
It's just part of it. Like the best.
Nope.
The worst is when I have to take a shit. Because I have to sit there in the cold and just be like this, and just wait,
I feel like people don't know. I don't want to explain where
it's a shack outside in the backyard, and I have to walk into the main room.
So imagine coming to go to the bathroom inside your house and having to walk at least 30 steps, 20 steps to go into your house.
We sound like such a fat ass. 20 steps.
But at 30 degrees in the morning. Fuck that. Oh, man. I would have. Oh, man. Props to you.
But at 2 a.m., I just woke up and I don't know. I never check my phone. I don't do it. I just turned over, looked at my phone, and there it was. And it wasn't like he wasn't fired yet. He was about to be fired.
Yeah.
And I just stayed up. And then 10 minutes later, again, because it's I don't know fucking time it was in England, they fired Frankie Lampard.
It was the right move. It's the right move. I think it's the right move.
I guess. But
Tuchel signing, maybe not, but for now, I guess.
I mean, who the fuck is out there is better? What you could have had.
The thing is, what has he won? Nothing. The French league with PSG, really?
Wait, if I'm Thiago Silva, I'd be like, oh, I don't know what the relationship was, but
supposedly he did have a really great relationship with Pulisic.
Yes, that is
that
true.
Should be a little exciting for Chelsea fans. Pulisic is definitely excited. He le va a echar ganas, le va a echar huevos con el Chelsea ahorita. So that's something to look forward to if you're a Chelsea fan. And this guy has experience with German players. So you got Werner.
He had Draxler over there and doesn't really use it much.
You got Werner. You got Kai Havertz. Is Kai Havertz German? Yeah, right.
I wish you understood Dragon Ball Z because you said something really cool. You said Hakai, which is the god of destruction power. Anyway, Kai Havertz. Fuck, man.
Is he German?
Kai, yeah.
Kai.
Kai. Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's a great show.
I hear it's. I don't know. I hear it's all right.
Oh, it's a great show. Trust me, if you like the Karate Kid, you'll love Cobra Kai.
All right. Good job. Fucking good job.
Is this it? Are we done? Do you want to talk about the other leagues? I kind of want to go over the top leagues.
Yeah, we can go over the top leagues.
And then we got Liga MX, of course. Yeah,
yes, so. And then the top league. Where do you want to start? You tell me.
Let's go check out. We already saw the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check out the Serie A. We haven't checked
look at that. I'm already there.
So, normally you're expecting Juventus on top. Right now we got AC Milan.
Yeah, I thought Juventus was like on a streak too. Like, you is back on their winning ways. They won la Coppa Italia. Blah, 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 blah.
And then right now, Napoli, who's in sixth, surprisingly. They've been doing pretty good, though. Chucky scored 9 seconds into the game.
9 seconds is the second fastest goal in the season because it was like that one del otro día. It was Napoli too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, pinche Napoli. Like, Gattuso has him scoring quickly.
But that defender hella fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hella fucked up. Like, cayó al Chucky, pinche golazo. Anyways, Milan in first with Zlatan, 43 points. Good team, man. It's looking exciting for AC Milan. Then you got Inter, another Milan team, 41 points.
Mm-hmm.
Roma, who is probably the surprise team there.
I like seeing Roma up there. Roma's.
They haven't been in Champions League in a while, so you kind of miss them, you know. But again, we haven't had Milan in Champions League in so long.
True. I like los Milanes. I like when Milan does well. Again,
I wouldn't be butthurt if Napoli doesn't make Champions League, but it kind of sucks for Chucky Lozano.
Oh man, Chucky, man. Like he should be in consideration for some type of award. I don't know what, but like he should be in consideration for something. But because he's playing really well. So what is he supposed to, is he going to stay there? Should he stay at Napoli? Should he go somewhere else? Where could he go? Who wants him? Where would he want to go? Does he get to choose where he wants to go?
You see, I don't think if he's playing well there right now. The Serie A is such a competitive and tough league.
Mm-hmm.
I could see him going to to a team in Spain and kind of killing it with like a Real Sociedad type thing.
Yeah, Real
Sociedad is actually killing it. Or even going to the Premier League and just playing with Tottenham or Arsenal maybe. Arsenal's struggling, maybe get
that. Arsenal already got Odegaard. How the fuck they got that? It's half a season low.
Attacking mid though. You kind of
I know, but he's doing really well.
Seeing him in Arsenal. I'm not
cool little going back a little bit to the Premier. I didn't see this. Cool little quote by Pep about Lampard being sacked. People talk about projects and the ideas. They don't exist. You have to win or you will be replaced. I hope to see Frank soon and go to a restaurant with him when lockdown is finished. It's true, though. Like, long-term projects are not the thing to do at Chelsea, first of all. Second of all, it's the modern game. And if you're one of those teams, it's just the way it's going to be. Like, you're just going to get...
I can see that.
Name a project other than Liverpool that I hesitate to say Man City, but technically it is successful. But Liverpool and Man City are the two long-term projects that I've seen recently in this modern game actually come into fruition and get silverware that matters. Because you can't come up with Man City and then... we won the FA Cup. Nah, dude. Like, you need to win Champions League or titles. They did win titles, something that they hadn't done in years.
The last project before them would probably be Real Madrid.
Los back-to-back champions?
The back-to-back
Champions League?
That would probably be a project because, before that, they were struggling. They had a Adebayor in the team. Like, you were relying on Ronaldo sending balls to Adebayor against Barcelona. And, from when they went to there to like the back-to-back teams, I think that was a huge improvement and a huge project. Again, they already had the team, so who knows? You are right. It's not really about projects anymore. You're not right. It's Guardiola that's right.
Yeah. Well, people have compared us.
We got the La Liga table. We got Atletico up in first, 7 points clear.
Last 5 games won. That's impressive.
It's
a good run.
Suarez is killing it right now, man.
Isn't that crazy? Wow. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it? Who would have thought? Luis Suarez, one of the best strikers in the world.
He's killing it.
the league that he's been killing it this whole time. And now he has an even bigger chip on his shoulder.
There's this crazy stat from Suarez back from his Premier League and La Liga games. in between both combined, he has a total of like 315 games or 300 something games played, and a total of goals and assists. So, why are you showing me this?
Oh no, we're just. I'm just looking at the top news from this week.
Okay. But anyways, between those, like, say, I think it was 315 games. He has 340 something goal contributions.
Madres.
That means he either scored or assisted.
Yeah, he's involved in the goal.
Every single game that he's played between La Liga and the Premier League, he's been involved at least with one goal or an assist. Like, that's such an impressive stat.
Yeah, and he's still he's underrated. Like, he's definitely underrated. Now, am I gonna be a Zidane and be like, oh, he's one of the greatest of all time? Fringe. If it's S, just God tier.
Suarez? Strikers? I put him up there.
Would you right now, Benzema?
Over Suarez?
No. I mean, no, I'm asking. No?
No.
All time.
Suarez. Like, Suarez is up there.
You still go... Well, okay. You're going to piss off some Real Madrid fans with that one?
Like, best all-time La Liga, like, striker, or what? What are you trying to say?
I mean, yeah, like, I'm just saying, like, Suarez and Benzema, like, in all times, who ranks higher?
Suarez, for sure. Compared to Benzema?
Not even a sniff near?
No.
Suarez has never won a World Cup.
Okay. Benzema didn't either.
He's in the country.
Yeah, but he didn't play. He doesn't play for the national team anymore. I know. There goes your point. Fuck you.
No, it's
there
fine.
goes your point.
He was. Hey,
Benzema doesn't have a World Cup either.
He should have.
That's a highlight of the show right there.
You know
Giroud has a World Cup.
Didn't Pierre-Andre go to?
I think he missed the cut, or he was like the last resort.
He might have been the last one.
Resort, yeah. He was above Benzema though.
Does Pierre? I don't think so, because Mexico would have made El World Cup winning. Does Pierre-Andre have COVID? Does Pierre-Andre play football? Does Pierre-Andre speak Greek?
Yuck.
Does Pierre-Andre go?
No, yeah, no. Suarez is way better than Benzema, dude. Come on, like, that's a fact. You can't tell me otherwise. Really, you trying to argue that?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
but just like it was Pep making that point. That was Zidane's point. So if you're trying to argue against Zidane,
I'll argue against Zidane. Suarez is a way better striker than Benzema. Benzema's killing it and he's playing good, but Suarez is just on a whole nother level.
So then we have the La Liga, pinche Atletico, ta pa la fregada.
Barca finally got to third.
Finally got to third. Look, it fixed itself, all right? Mm-hmm. You have Atletico, Real Madrid,
10
Barcelona.
Points behind though, man.
I mean, I'm happy for Atletico.
Yikes.
Like, I'm happy for Atletico.
This is all Atleticos.
And
Pocho? Simeone?
No, yes. Cholo
Simeone.
Simeone.
Pocho. Cholo Simeone.
Cholo Simeone doing great. My phone died on.
Dude, props to Atletico. This is all them to like kill it, honestly.
Yeah, no, and
to win the title.
I really want them to win the title. I need somebody different, because then Barcelona is really gonna implode, and Messi's gonna leave, and that's gonna be the end of Barcelona's reign of terror.
It's gonna take a couple years for them to adapt, kind of like it did for Madrid once Ronaldo left. Well, let's check out the Bundesliga now.
Are we really going to check the Bundesliga stats? Oh, wow. Look at that. Bayern is 7 points clear of second place.
You see something odd about this list, this table?
That's seventh place right there.
7th place.
Borussia Dortmund is in 7th place.
The question has to be asked. Mm-hmm. If you're Dortmund and you don't qualify the Champions League, will you get to keep Haaland, or will he leave to a team that plays Champions League?
That's a good question. Well, I mean, naturally, in my mind, there's two destinations. It's either Bayern or Real Madrid. Oh, imagine him at Barcelona. I don't think it would necessarily fit the play style of Barcelona, but man, that would be really fun. Because, I mean, you can't just force players into Barcelona culture. They tried to do it with Henry. They tried to do it with Ibrahimovic, and they're just quality players. It just didn't end up working out.
I've been calling it that he's the next Bayern striker after Lewandowski's gone.
But see, Lewandowski's still there.
But Lewandowski has at least 2 more years.
Yeah.
If Haaland leaves next year, I can see him going to the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
I can potentially see him at Manchester City. And then Manchester City maybe getting rid of Agüero over to Barcelona and finally have that connection with Messi. Because he fits that Man City's play style of fast-paced football. And I don't see him going to Man U, especially... actually, who knows? I'm not going to discard that.
I mean, you'd have to get a...
Or he could even fit with Liverpool. And Liverpool finally move on from Firmino, who I think holds them back a little bit.
He's taking a step back.
But I do think Haaland is on his way out, especially if they don't make Champions League. I don't think he is the player that's the most loyal to stay with Dortmund.
Wow. What a great segue.
You like that?
Fantastic. What a fantastic.
That loyal segue
fantastic segue.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
I hope you did.
I did.
Episode 21 of the Loyal Local Podcast.
Check them out, guys.
Check them out. Hosted by the great Jerry, Mr. Drew, and Presidente Steve.
Yep.
Presidente Steve. So they had Coach Matt Hall from the San Diego Loyal, goalkeeping coach.
Great interview.
Great, fantastic interview. The latest 2 episodes have been fantastic. Check them out.
You were mentioned in this pod.
So I saw that the locals had asked, hey, what are some questions that you would want to ask? It was just like this. Hey, what are some questions that you would like to ask? And I was like, oh, well, I think that. So obviously there's the running joke of like, hey, I'll try out and this and that. Hector Trujillo is also getting in on it. Everybody's like this and that. El portero del Loyal, because that's 2. They haven't announced who the goalkeepers are going to be.
According to this interview, though, they have made 2 deals with 2 goalkeepers. They haven't mentioned any names, which is exciting news.
So I'm trying to find exactly where it's at. So in this interview, so again, I was asking my question. Hey, has Coach Matt seen my video? Obviously,
infamous highlight reel.
Roll the clip. No, you can't hear it. It wouldn't work because YouTube's not working.
Yeah.
But then
I'm surprised you don't have it saved like as a.
I do. I really do.
It's like your screensaver already at this point.
I mean, like lo que la gente pida, no? No. But anyway, so I asked my question, and then as soon as I asked it, I guess they were already recording. They didn't give it a lot of time to ask the question and stuff, which is by design, which is fine. They were the 3 of them were starting like, oh, like wow, Tony's really gonna like this episode. Oh, Tony, turn up this episode, and I was like.
Why?
What's going on? So I guess this happened.
Yeah.
See, that's something. That's something. That is something.
As they were trying to get.
We have keepers coming. That's all we need.
Please don't copyright us, guys. Shout out to the locals.
We're slipping here. Yeah, I will say that how many trolls in our offline
lots of trolls.
Tony's
one of
them.
I'm a troll. Tony's one of them.
At least with that.
Keeper situations. They just want names.
So what will the keepers look like? I'm giving no names. 0 names given.
Good.
What about the kids?
What about the kids?
Same kid?
Oh God, that's way above my pay grade.
Here's where it gets spicy.
Pressure cooker phase of the interview.
Is one of the goalkeepers' first name Tony, and why is it not Tony?
All right, Jerry, you set me up well. Oh, is one of the names Tony? And they're like, why is it not Tony? Thanks for the faith there, Jerry.
Tony from 2 Balls and a Mic podcast. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
Ouch. He said, no, I don't.
That's the thing he does. I've walked there. We've spoken.
I've seen you.
We've said hi. Back before COVID. Yeah, before the times. Like I saw him warm up Finlandson before Costa del Este, and then he knows who I am. But see, here's my thing. Here's my theory with this, like, because they're talking about, oh, the goalkeeper is this and this and this, and then they're like, oh, well, you don't, he doesn't know us by name. It's just the round guys. 2 balls and a mic, got it. Which is good marketing. I think that's worked. Where it's like, good.
The gorditos.
The gorditos, yeah. And so I'm just over here like, well, he does know me, but it's fine. Maybe he's thinking it's like an intern or something. Like, oh, I didn't know they had a skinny intern that's an actual goalkeeper. And then, well,
I know the podcast, but I don't know.
He knows the podcast.
He's Tony from the podcast fancies himself a keeper.
Yeah.
Fancies.
Drew.
Whoa.
Drew.
Whoa.
You've never been there. I don't think you've seen. The only thing you've seen was that game against Las Vegas Lights when the ball came across and it was just one-handed and everybody cheered. Fantastic. It was great. Some people on the locals, Mr. Paul has seen it. Paul's seen it live. He knows what these hands are capable of. True.
Legitimately good rec league keeper.
All right, you're saved.
But yeah, he would fancy himself in your open tryouts if you.
Well, Tony from 2 balls and a mic, come down to Chula Vista, dude. I'll give you a good little run.
Oh,
lucky for you, Matt. He doesn't have to go down anywhere. He lives right here.
Oh, I mean, unlucky for me. It's
gotta get your ass in shape, boy. You got an open tryout coming. You got a tryout for the SD Loyal, boy. You gotta start running.
I think it's just finishing this. It's because again they give props to thank you, Drew, Jerry, and Presidente Steve.
All right, there you go, Tony.
You're welcome, Tony.
Let's do it.
Hey, it's about to happen, right?
You want to tell them what the thing I told you? What I told you as soon as I heard this the next morning? What I did?
Yes, you did. You contacted Matt. Or no? What?
I mean, yes. So hopefully, hey, that might happen later, and we might be working a little bit behind the scenes. No, but I told you, first thing I did after this, I just got laser focused.
Oh, you ate oatmeal.
And I ate oatmeal. I'm serious about this. Guess what I ate this morning?
What? Oatmeal?
Ask me if I put sugar in it.
Did you put sugar in it?
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. You know, I can't, you know.
A pinch of sugar.
A pinch of sugar, some cinnamon, and some plátanos, and, you know, overnight oats.
Nice.
Ask me what I ate for lunch.
Nothing.
Una pinche cangreburger? No.
Cangreburger.
So that I'm in a rough spot right now. Thank you, locals, for that. Coach Matt Hall. I have not.
Interesting.
Paul from the locals later then asked me, "Hey, like you've been trading, right?" I put ... He's like, "Don't tell me the last time you played was that day at the hangar at like when I went when I went up and." It was, and I'm still hurting. So hopefully, you know, we'll see where that goes.
No.
Please pray for me. It'll be fun. Again, it's gonna be all for fun. Hopefully,
bro, if you make the team, they make a fucking movie out of you, and not other podcasts, which then makes us money.
Who plays you in a movie? Legitimately, who plays you in a movie? Gabriel Iglesias is taken.
Oh, damn, that's a good one.
You're not brown enough.
I know. Wow.
I have a high voice too, so it kind of works out. Who plays you in the movie? You can add a fat suit.
It have to be Jack Black with the Mexican accent.
So you'd have literally just Nacho Libre. I mean Jack Black, just have Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre.
Gotta just have to shave. I like it. Who do you guys think would play us in a movie? I think I don't know who the fuck plays us in a movie.
We're gonna go over Liga MX. So ya como que no. See.
I think we're gonna go ahead and hold on to Liga MX because we're actually gonna have again, like we said, probably a pretty good interview. Hopefully it happens. That is once again NFL music because you know what? It's not like we've been doing this for a fucking year. It's not like it's not like we actually started 8 minutes in and had to restart. You'll never know. But if you made it up to this point, that might or may not have happened. We want to go ahead and give our shout outs to everybody. Oh, by the way, you can now eat outdoors in California. Congratulations, California. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
We want to give a shout out to our sponsors. We want to give a shout out to Tacos El Vaquero over on 3rd Avenue in front of 3 Punks Ale. They're going to go ahead and open for you guys to eat outdoors.
Hit us up for some hats.
Yeah.
We have a few left.
Yeah, a few hats left. We also have sponsors there. Fierce Beats. This is what you're listening to if you ever need some beats for any type of anything. We are getting a new sponsor, and we're going to go ahead and shout out PB European and Imports. It's a body shop. It's mechanical. Our boys, Coach Alex, check them out. Tell them 2 Balls at a Bike sent you. You'll get hooked up.
Yes, sir.
Seriously, like,
yes, sir.
Go for it. You know, everybody needs the help right now. These guys have a SD Internacional, the UPSL club. Obviously, no season. They're all still training. They're still trying their best. But this helps fund them. And new sponsor for the podcast. So welcome on in. Ask for Coach Alex on that. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great day.
Later to everyone.